Hey everyone, Tim Schofield here from QBKing77.com, and if you missed it on Twitter, check it out. I made it on SportsCenter this morning. But anyways, I'm here to review the brand new Moto 360, the second generation. And with this second generation, Motorola decided to focus on three main things, one of them being speed, battery life, and customizability. Now I say customizability because it is now in Moto Maker, and it gives you a lot of great options, including different size faces. In my case, I have the 42mm version. Now, the base model of the Moto 360 is $299, and depending on what kind of options you select in Moto Maker, that price could go up. And of course, you have added customizability because you can change the watch face on the fly, and you can download as many as you want from the Play Store. A lot of them, there's a lot of different ones. There's even the Together watch face, which I actually have a separate video showing off, so I'll link to that in the description. But yeah, overall, it's really great being able to customize the watch face to your specific liking. Here's a side-by-side look of the new and the old Moto 360, and there's a few differences, one of them being the button placement. It's at the 2 o'clock spot instead of the 3 o'clock spot now. That would just be a personal preference, what you like better. Honestly, either way works for me. I didn't really notice a huge difference between the two. And down at the bottom, you'll see what people are calling the flat tire is still there because it still includes an ambient light sensor, so it changes brightness automatically. Now, you also see the way it connects to the watch is a lot different. Instead of going through the bottom of the watch, it actually connects via links, and you'll see on the outside it's very, very easy to kind of take apart. So you'll see you just kind of slide this in, this little notch, and then you kind of pull it out, and there you go. So it's very easy to switch bands as well. And when I customized mine through Moto Maker, you'll see I have these silver accents with the brown leather, and I really like the look of it. It's definitely more of an updated look, and just being able to customize it in general is just a huge upgrade, especially when it comes to a watch. I always say this, but when it comes to a watch, I'm going to wear it for style. I'm not going to just wear it for functionality alone. One thing I want to make note of is the accelerometer is actually very accurate. It knows when you pull your watch up to your face and when you want to look at it. And also you have gestures to check your notifications as well. You can go back and forth, and it does a good job at kind of recognizing which specific gesture that you're doing. To charge the device, it uses Qi wireless charging. You do have to plug the adapter into the specific charger that comes with it. You also notice a little LED light down at the bottom. You can swipe from the top to actually change the specific color of that clock. Unfortunately, you cannot turn the display off while it's charging, so even pressing the power button isn't going to do anything. That clock's always going to stay on while charging. One big area where they updated is speed, and it flies through tasks. It has a Snapdragon 400 quad-core processor, and overall, it's awesome. I mean, anything you need to do, swipe away notifications, anything like that, it's extremely fluid. If you go ahead and go to the top, swipe down, go over, go to settings. Usually that took a little bit of time on the old version, and now look at how quick it's scrolling even. That is just a major improvement. Another major improvement comes with battery life, and it lasts me all day easily. Even when I have ambient display on, ambient display where the screen is always on regardless. It is in black and white when it's in ambient mode. However, it's going to drain battery more, obviously, since the screen's always on, but still, I always get through the day. Now, the Moto 360 does run Android Wear, which will work on both Android and iOS. However, it has limited functionality on iOS, but great integration with Android. To be completely honest, what I use it the most for is to check text messages and respond to them. So you'll see I have a text message right here. I'm using the Google Messenger app. I can reply via SMS, open on phone, or block the app. If I reply via SMS, hey, thanks. And then it's just going to go ahead and send that from my phone and also dismiss the notification. Something else that's very useful is that it gets rid of notifications that are actually on your phone if you dismiss it on your watch. So let's say this was actually a specific notification on my phone and I swipe it away, go Cubs tonight, by the way. It's going to get rid of it on the actual phone. So it's not going to show up because it obviously knows that you've seen it. Something that's also very useful is if you swipe from the right, it's going to give you a list. Either you swipe to the right once more to get to contacts, you swipe to the right once more to speak, or it gives you options for specific commands that you can do. Now, if I swipe over, this gives me a list of Android Wear compatible apps that I have installed on my phone. So for example, let's say I want to go to stopwatch and just do a quick stopwatch, press start, count something down, pause, and it's done. So I can swipe that away if I want to go back to my list of apps. Here they all are. And of course, there are certain apps that are compatible with Android Wear. Those are listed in the Play Store. You can even answer calls If you have the option, you just swipe over from the right and go and grab your phone. Now, again, I want to reiterate how smooth everything has been throughout this video and how quick it actually is. And this is an actual thing. It's much faster than the previous version of Moto 360, possibly even twice as fast. There's also fitness capabilities of it. It tracks how many steps you took, which is pretty fun to see. You can also, it has a heart rate sensor as well, so you can check your heart rate. And honestly, that doesn't really matter to me. I could do away with any of those features, but that's just a personal thing. You might actually like those things about the watch. Anyways, that's my full review of the new Moto 360, and some final thoughts. I think it's a solid upgrade from the previous. Battery life needed to be addressed and speed needed to be addressed, and they both were. It's nice added customizability. I think this looks a lot more premium than any of the previous models just because I could customize it to my liking. And it makes me want to wear it out in public more often. Like I said, when it comes to a watch, it's more about style for me than functionality. And this is really getting close to where it's kind of merging the two. But anyways, that's my full review on the brand new Moto 360. I hope you enjoyed it. Lots more to come. Like I said, if Android Wear updates come out, I usually cover those as well. So be sure to subscribe to me. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Google+. All links in the description of the video below. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.